Hi guys. 7 o'clock in the evening here in beautiful Mazatlan, where it was just a stunning blue day, and it's still 25 degrees Celsius, 7 o'clock at night. Sitting here with my door open. It's just, it's beautiful. Anyway, more on this bank card thing. I finally was able to get a tracking number that I've been trying to get on this package that was sent last week. And I'm going to give it all to you. The tracking number is 4810517832. I encourage every one of you to enter that tracking number, call DHL, say, where the hell's this package? Whatever you can do. Oh my God. So it's no surprise, it's stuck in customs in Guadalajara again. So anyway, somebody from DHL is supposed to contact me. That's what it says, but they haven't. And my understanding is that you can use your CURP number, which is like a Mexican ID number. I have one. And your passport number as a resident down here. And that's all you need. Like, because I don't, this isn't, the number they're looking for is an RFC number, which is a taxation number. And what was the other one? EOIN number? I'd never heard of that before until today. And that, again, is tax-based information. Why you would need tax information to get a replacement bank card sent to you, I don't know. I have no idea. Oh, anyway, I enlisted the help of my friend Cynthia today to find out what's going on with that electricity bill that I paid, or did I pay, or, man, I just seem to have a ton of problems. My friend Santos is supposed to come tomorrow, and we'll go file a police report about my telephone being stolen. Boy, there's no end to it. And then some of my viewers, I know they're well-intentioned, I really do, are giving me tips like, well, you should probably stop smoking. You should probably drink less beer. Please don't do that. That's just so rude. I'm not asking for health tips. It just, my God, I got enough problems. Just file that crap. Tell somebody that gives a rat's. It's like, jeez. I don't need that right now. Thank you very much. Like I said, I know it's well-intentioned, but it's sure misguided. Oh my God. I'd never do that to anybody in a million years at any time in any situation. Ever. Like, jeez. You're not my mom. Oh. Anyway, sorry. I'm just frustrated beyond belief. And if you hear a beeping sound, that's my wheelchair. It beeps it every time you turn it, back it up, whatever, touch the joystick. Sometimes it speaks Chinese to me. Sometimes it speaks English to me. So anyway, what I did today, this afternoon, is I made an appointment to go to SAT, some government department office. I forget what it stands for. Something about, I can't remember, strategic working or something. Tramite, I think, is what the T stands for. I can't remember. Anyway, I have an appointment to go on Wednesday morning. I'll see if I can get an RFC number. But failing that, I'm thinking I should give my brother power of attorney over my affairs and get him to go after Scotiabank. I just don't know what else to do. And I sat and I thought today, Years ago, when I lived in the Maritimes, there was a lady on CTV, and she was really interesting, and she was like a consumer watchdog, and she would take interest in stories like this, like if you're traveling and your bank card is compromised, what kind of problems is that going to lead to? She does all kinds of wonderful stories like that. And I thought, and I thought, and I thought, and I thought, boy, what's her name? I haven't even thought about her for 12 years. And you know something they taught me when I was taking chess lessons years ago? If you want to remember something badly enough, you will remember it. And finally, about 6 o'clock tonight, her name popped in my head. And she's working in the same capacity now, but now she's working for CBC. So I sent her an email and gave her a brief outline of the story. And I said, if this interests you, you know, you can contact me by email, dwightbertha@gmail.com, or and I gave her my telephone number, which I don't give out, and I certainly don't publish online. And maybe she'll take an interest, maybe not. But I said, I think the story would be of interest to travelers. Like, what a problem having your card compromised when you're out of the country can turn into. It's like crazy. I never expected this. And no matter how many times I've asked Scotiabank not to send things with DHL because they're just awful. Like, somebody from DHL will contact you, but they never do. And I don't know if today they didn't contact me because it's Benito Juarez Day and it's a holiday here. And I called and called and tried to get through. And finally I found somewhere, oh, well, they closed at 4 today because of the holiday, and they'll be open again tomorrow at 9 a.m. Nice. Anyway, that's the latest, guys. It's like, it's almost bedtime for me. It's like, geez, this is so frustrating. And I just thought I'd bring you up to date. I appreciate you all. But please, don't send me dietary tips, health tips, exercise tips, any of that stuff. Like, that's not what I'm asking for. I am asking for help. If you can come up with any great ideas about how to get Scotiabank to send me a bank card with a reputable courier. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.